Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sam, and today we're doing a TBR video. So this month is going to be the June TBR, so let's take out our weird non-face cards. Gonna get rid of those, and let's do some shuffling, and we'll hop right into it. For those of you who don't know the TBR game, I play a TBR game every year. That is a random card draw TBR. My sister made me a board for it a couple years ago now. And basically what's going to happen is that I have 6 prompts each month as a base, plus whatever prompts I did not read last month or the previous month. And I draw that number of cards. Then once I draw that number of cards and match the card to the prompt on that spot and find a book that pertains to that prompt. I don't know that I ever sit down and actually explain this. So, the prompts from last month will not be up on this board. I do switch those out. Try to do it for the last month, if not the last 2 months. I did just recently update all of my prompts a couple months ago, like 2 months ago maybe. And so these are mostly updated, although I did find that I have a couple that I spelled wrong because I'm bad at computer spelling, apparently. I just didn't double check. So, don't get mad at me if that's what it is. But let's get started, and we're gonna start with the first draw. So in the month of May, I'm filming this a little early. I think I'll get to all but 2 of the books that were on my TBR, which I believe had 8 prompts on it. So I'm going to be drawing another 8 cards this month. All right, here we go. Last little bit of shuffling. How do I do this normally? There we go. All right, split the deck. And let's draw. First one is the 5 of Diamonds. All right. Diamonds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. And we've got, come on, don't drop it. Ooh. Witches. All right. So our prompt is witches. Not wizards, witches. So let's see what I got. All right, so I know pretty well what I'm gonna do for this one already, and that's gonna be A Demon's Guide to Wooing a Witch by Sarah Hawley. This is the second book in, what's this town called? Glimmer Falls? Is this the Glimmer Falls series? I don't remember if this is Glimmer Falls or not. Anyways, this is the second book in the series. There are 3 books out, and I believe there's a 4th one coming. I don't remember, but this is a continuation of the first one. They are standalones, but they are all in an interconnected world. All the characters do know each other. This follows the best friend from the first book and the demon that we met in the first book as well. So I'm curious. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I did get to talk to the author at a Polycon, and she's like, please, the second one's my favorite one. So apparently the second book was her favorite. I'm really excited for the third book because it has a werewolf gardener, and I think that sounds adorable. Anyways, but this one follows Caladia Cunnington, who is our best friend from the first book, and Azeroth, who has memory loss. So that's what this one is, and I'm curious to see how it goes. I devoured the first one, absolutely loved it, so I'm excited. Draw number 2. All right, we've got, focus please, the 8 of Clubs. Clubs here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, no, this one, 8, which is, what does it say? Romance Con, all right. Okay, so Romance Con, or RomCon, which is a convention that I attended last year with some friends and that I am planning on attending this year. So I'm going to look for books that I either got from Romance Con or that I'm going to read for Romance Con. This is perfect, actually. Cool, cool. What are we going to do? I looked this up before. I know what I'm going to read. I knew this one. All right, so I'm going to read one of the books that I got from RomanceCon last year. I'm pretty sure this author's going to be there again this year, and that is Soft Flannel Hank by Eliza MacArthur. I don't know why, but I could have used this one for the first one. This is a witch and a lumberjack, basically. Yes. Okay, I'm just going to read the description because this book, we walked up to the author and said, all right, sell me on a book, and she did, like, really quickly, and I loved it. All right, here we go. Esther McLaurin never pictured her life going quite so spectacularly sideways. A 35-year-old witch with an art degree and no other job prospects, she took a job bartending at a vampire-owned nightclub in Savannah. But after seeing something she wasn't meant to, Esther has been on the run for months. With nothing but her intuition to guide her, Esther finds herself in the Pacific Northwest, careening directly into the path of Hank Dove. Hank Dove is as big as he is quiet. He's 45, divorced, depressed, and trying therapy for the very first time. When Esther blows into his quiet, lonely life with all the subtlety of a squall, Hank is left reeling by feelings and desires he thought were long gone. Maybe, just maybe, he's not quite as stuck as he thought. A one-night stand feels like so much more, but Hank discovers that he doesn't trust as easily as he used to. All of Esther's dangerous secrets don't help. How can he keep her safe if he doesn't know the truth? And how can he let himself love her if she won't stay? This is the first book in a series, I believe. The Elements of Pining. And I don't know, it sounds so intriguing. And he's got flame. So I'm getting lumberjack vibes from this cover. Not gonna lie, he's staring at me. It's weird. I'm getting lumberjack vibes from this cover, and I'm very intrigued by the fact that she's a witch, and I'm curious how that gets into the story. And a vampire-owned nightclub. Heck yeah. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. I'm more excited now than I thought. All right, moving on to the next draw. Draw number 3. All right, ooh, we got the Ace. Come on, the Ace of Hearts. But why aren't you showing? There we go, Ace of Hearts. Hearts is right here. Ace is the first one. And that is, come on, indie published. Indie published. So that is an independent publisher or a small publisher. That's how I'm interpreting that prompt, and that's how I'm sticking with it. It's going to be a small publisher or an independent one, not one of the big 5 publishers, basically. Let's see if I have anything that's not romance. Although I'm in a romancy mood. Let's see what I got for fantasy as well. Most of these are big 5 publishing, which I kind of knew. I lent out my copy of volume 2 of The House Witch, and I'm kind of bummed about it. I need to get it back at some point. So what I'm going to choose, and I'm pretty sure I'm correct on this one, I'm going to choose Inked by Rachel Renner. This is a romantasy book that I did pick up again at a Polycon. It's signed. She's very sweet. And we got to talking to her at the convention, and one of her assistants, and they sold us on like 3 other books. It was great. I only bought one though, because limited suitcase space. This follows our main character, whose name I actually don't know because it just says I. So I'm not sure, but she works as a tattoo artist, and one day she's run out of a specific color ink in the middle of a tattoo while her client is laying on the table really having to pee, and so she goes into her boss's office and she uses some of his ink only for the tattoo to spring to life off of the client, and drama happens. When he shows up, she expects her boss to be absolutely irritated, annoyed, angry at her. Instead, he whisks her off to like a fantastical world, saying now she's gotten them into trouble. And the story goes from there. So this is the first book in a series. It's Gilded Blood. So I'm curious to see what it is. The cover is very interesting and captivating. So I'm curious to see what happens, what goes on, and about the characters. Apparently her boss is an incubus. That's the only other thing I know. But we'll see what happens. All right, draw number 4. I don't know why I'm so excited about Soft Flannel Hank, but I am. All right, that's gonna be the 4 of spades. Where's our heart? I got 1 of each suit so far. Right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stickers coming off on this one. All right, we've got food centric. Ooh. All right, so Food Centric is a book that hopefully will probably have food on the cover, but also the story revolves around food, because food is delicious and I like food. Alright, we had some kitty time, and I picked a book for... Where did it go? I lost it. Lana, did you steal my card? I know it's right there. Thank you. For food-centric book, I have chosen to go with Till There Was You by Lindsay Hammeroff. Apparently I'm in a romancy mood because this is a romance between a girl who is trying to be a Michelin star chef and a... what is he? He is a dive bar musician. So that's what I know about it. Again, met this author at RomanceCon. She was so sweet, so lovely. Saw a panel with her on it, and yes, that's the next one that I've got on my list. It's got pancakes on the cover. So cool. So makes me want pancakes. So we've got 4 down. We have 4 left, and I now have a cat friend in here. All right, draw number 5. Ooh, we got a face card. We've got the King of Clubs. Why do I have to think about that so hard each time? These are the clubs. King's at the bottom. Cat's watching me. So here we go. Oh boy, we're gonna finish a series. What do I want to finish? What series do I want to finish, Lana? I know what series I should finish. All right, this is a series that I probably should have finished a long time ago, and I'm kind of ashamed I haven't yet. This is a completed trilogy. The 3rd book is Dance with the Devil by Kit Rocha. This is the 3rd book in the Mercenary Librarians trilogy. I have all 3 of them. The first 2 I absolutely love. The second one was my favorite. This is a story about cyborgs and genetically enhanced humans during or post-apocalypse, and they're trying to fight down a dystopian-like higher-up society, I suppose, that's trying to take out anyone that's not them. And they're fighting back. And yeah, the series is interesting. I just need to finish it is really all it is. So this is the last one. I've had this one on my shelf for a very long time, and it's about time that I read it, honestly. So it was a very, very loose description. Probably have to go back. So I'll probably have to go back and review the first couple. But yes, that's where we're going with. All right, that was number 5. Draw number 6. All right, the 3 of Spades. Come on. Right, come on. There we go. Thank you. 3 of Spades. Goodness gracious. Spades. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I cut my finger the other day. All right. We've got, oh, a TBR vet. So TBR veteran. A book that has been on my TBR before. Okay. There's a lot of books that have been on my TBR that I haven't read. So, for a TBR vet, my cat's watching me from around the corner. So for a TBR vet, I have chosen to read Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. This has not been on recent TBRs until my, whatchamacallit, the Our Fantasy TBR for this year. But this was on my TBR a lot when I first got it, back when it first came out. So it's been a while, but it has been on my TBR quite a few times. I still haven't read it. I've met Trisha Levenseller, and she's very sweet, very nice. Really liked her. And I would really like to read this duology. I think it would be good to get through it and see what I actually think about it. So there we go. All right, 2 more draws, because I have my punishments for not finishing my TBR. All right, we have the 8 of Diamonds right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So we've got book or TV. Oh, book to TV or movie. Oh, okay. This is pushing it, not really much, but. All right, so for book to TV / movie, I'm doing book to movie. This is an older one, but. So I'm going to read the Book of 3 by Lloyd Alexander. This is the first book in the Chronicles of Pyridane. Book 1 and Book 2 in this series, you would probably know Book 2 better. It's called The Black Cauldron. And the first 2 books in the series were made into the movie The Black Cauldron. It is a short, I think it's a YA book, middle grade, probably middle grade. I have had this book for a very long time. My parents, it was actually at my parents' house. I picked it up at my parents' house, but it's got my name in it. But this is from 1964, and this I believe is also on my Our Fantasy TBR. But I have been wanting to reread this and then rewatch the movie, and it's one of John's favorite non-Disney movies as well. We really like that movie. It's so much fun. So, and it does not get the recognition it deserves. So we're gonna do this one, and if it means that I read The Black Cauldron, then I read The Black Cauldron. I have the whole series, and I believe it's 6 books. I have them upstairs, so I had to run upstairs and grab it, but yes, I have them all. All right. Last draw. Yep, last draw. All right, we got another face card. We've got the King of Hearts. It's Ace. All right, Hearts is over here. King is at the bottom. I got the Ace and the King of Hearts. So this one is Assassin. I was just talking about Assassin books the other day too, so this is kind of perfect. But now I gotta decide which one I want to do. I'm going to not do what I think I expected myself to do, which was the next book in the Shadow Dance series by David Dalgleish. I'm going to read When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I do have the reprint with the end cover art. It's very pretty. I did start this a while ago, and then I had to take it back to the library, so I never finished it. But there is dragons. I know she's an assassin, and she's betrayed at one point, and that is what I know. I don't know about the love interest. I don't remember who he is, but I think he finds her in prison, and that's what I know. So, I'm excited. I liked what I had read about this, and I want to dive into this story and into this world. I've heard very good things about it, so here we go. That's it. All right, so it's several days later. It is June 1st, and I did not get through at least half of another book before the end of the month. So we're just gonna draw another card. This is the exact same order that they were in before. I haven't unshuffled, I haven't done anything. I just took the jokers off the top. So let's go. I'm gonna draw one more card, there's gonna be 9 books on my TBR this month. So it's gonna be, we got the 9 of clubs. We got right here clubs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that is, oh, a signed book. A signed book. So that is my final prompt for this month. Love and Other Conspiracies by Mallory Marlowe. This one is a book from Romance Con. It is signed. It is personalized to me. This is a romance between a podcast host who does conspiracy theories, and then a TV producer who offers to produce his podcast as a show, if I recall correctly. This has been on my TBR before, but I'm honestly really excited. She just came out with a new one. It either just came out or is coming out soon, and it's about UFOs. So, very excited, very intrigued, and I'm adding this to my TBR. So there we go, we got another one. But back to your regularly scheduled program. That's my TBR for this month. All right, so let's line these all up and then I can go through them quick. This is my pile of books. Oh my goodness. It's mostly romance and fantasy, which fits. But we've got A Demon's Guide to Wooing a Witch by Sarah Hawley. This is for the prompt Witches. Soft Flannel Hank by Eliza MacArthur. This is for the prompt Romance Con. We have Inked by Rachel Renner. This is for indie published. We have Till There Was You by Lindsay Hammeroff for food centric. Dance with the Devil by Kit Rocha for Finnish series. Daughter of the Pirate King for a TBR veteran. The Book of Three by Lloyd Alexander. Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller for a TBR veteran. The Book of Three by Lloyd Alexander for book to TV/movie. And When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker for an Assassin's book. Honestly, I'm really excited for this TBR. This will be a lot of fun. I'm very excited about it. So that's what I got for you guys here today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love how these are basically, yeah, it actually kind of follows a theme which fits because I'm in a romancy mood right now. So this is good. This works. Yeah, I think it'll be a fun month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, keep reading, and keep moving forward. Bye!